Hi there, welcome to ILM Level 2 Award in Leadership and Team Skills, and this is the assignment tutorial for improving performance of the work team. This assignment is in 3 parts, so I'm actually going to create 3 videos for this, for each part, and that's for ease of use, and so you can go back to the specific assessment criteria that you want to look at fairly easily. So let's start with 1.1. This assignment is about 1,000 words. Again, it's not very much. You're not penalised for going over that word count, but just to be cautious of that. So 1.1 is outline the organisation's requirements of the team in line with company policy. So best to look at the existing company policies within your organisation and actually clearly specify how those policies relate to what the team is required to do within the organisation. So, I mean, this is down to basics, very simple ones around absence management or attendance management and things like timekeeping, code of conduct. So all the basics that's expected from the team in terms of what the organisation needs and wants. So it's asking you to explain that appropriately and in detail. So explain that very well. Perhaps quantified in there as well. So you could do something around absence. Performance management would be another good one. So the team is required to complete talk time checks throughout the year. This has to take place 4 times a year or whatever it is, etc., etc. So and the purpose of that would be so detailed and explained there. And it asks that the requirements of the team are linked to the relevant organisational policy is clearly explained, and there's good examples. So look, we have lots and lots of examples, thankfully, in THB that you can use. It's demonstrating that there's structure and process within your organisation, and you as a team recognise that and can apply that to make sure that those needs are met. Okay, so 1.2 is outline the team's objectives in achieving organisational targets. So we did an exercise with kind of a triangle shape, and that was around identifying the organisational goals, the team objectives, and then the individual's objectives. But really what you're looking at here are the team's objectives and the overall organisational objectives. So those are described in detail, and the way in which the team's objectives help the organisation to achieve their objectives are clearly explained, and there's a good link between the two of those. So the organisation's objectives is to do such and such, and the team feed into that by doing A, B and C. And obviously those objectives would be nice and smart, and great examples to demonstrate those would be good. So examples from your own team would be perfect. Okay, 1.3, explain how the individual performance of the team members affects the overall performance of the team. So we did a little bit of an exercise in that in terms of negative and positive impact. So the good pass is there's a clear, detailed explanation of a variety of ways in which individual team members' performance affects the overall performance of the team. So we're talking about kind of the ripple effect from a positive and negative perspective. So usually there's stuff around communication in there, and it's often around behaviours, targets, etc. So there was quite a few areas. And we would want a clear, but the detail is in there. So the person's performance is this, and this means that, and an example of this is. So a good variety of positive and negative examples would be good in there, and remembering that it's worth 16 marks. So give it the time in there as well. Okay, so that's the first part of this assignment.